Alright then, so there was a lobby restart, and I've also been told that Waldo and Pelly started at the back. They're just starting from the back with no bans, no qualifying bans or anything, so they're just doing it for the fun of it, really. So just waiting for people to get back into the lobby so that we can go racing in the USA. Oh, aye. So I'm not sure how long this will take, but... So, confirmation then of qualifying. XRL Dino is starting in first with a time of 1 minute 32.223. Second place, X hits the spot with a time of 1:32.253. Third is going to be Mr. Anderson with a time of 1 minute 32.419. Fourth is going to be XRL Low with a time of 1:32.458. Mr. Neon is going to be starting in fifth. His time was 1 minute 32.477. XRL Edgar in 6th with a 1:32.533. Vertix in 7th, 1:32.632. XRL Asda going to be in 8th. His time was a 1:32.900. XRL Torpedo in 9th with a 1:33.423, and Fine Waldo in 10th with no time set. Right then, the message has been sent to ready up, so we are going to be getting underway very, very shortly in round 16 USA here in XRL X2 Season 5. And also confirmation about the tyres as well. The top 8 are on softs. I think it might also be the ninth, the guy in ninth as well is going to be on softs, and then Waldo in 10th is going to be starting on mediums. Just waiting for Ocean Line then to finish selecting his tyres. And the countdown is on. Vertix is going to be starting at the back as well for an early readying up too early. Find Waldo and XRL Pellier at the back as something happened in Q1 which meant that they couldn't set times properly. So drivers on the grid selecting their strategies. It's going to be a full dry race. 5 minutes until the race begins. Check the race director. So the top 8 on softs. Zola in 9th gets to select his tyres. Ocean Line in 10th gets to select his tyres. Vertix in 14th does not get to select his tyres. He must start on the softs. Dave, I think Zola, Ocean Line, Dave, Cooley, Pelly and Waldo all get to select tyres that they want to do. Vertix has to start on softs, and so do the top 8. Oh, Waldo has to start on the mediums as well. Okay, then. Yeah, because he qualified on mediums, didn't he? So yeah, Waldo at the back, starting on mediums. Because he qualified in 10th. Pelly can choose his tyres. Vertix has to start on softs. Maneuver, Coolie Boy, Dave, I believe Ocean Line and Zola can all pick their tyres, and then the top 8 on softs. So about 2 minutes until we get underway. Not long now. Yeah, I've seen it. Waldo's starting at the back in 16th on mediums. Qualified 10th in Q3, but he's starting at the back. Let's have a check up on the race direct to see If anyone's changing their tyres, Pelly changing to mediums. Waldo needs to change to mediums. So yeah, Pelly on mediums. Waldo needs to change as well before we begin. A driver can get disqualified for starting on the wrong tyres, so they don't want to make that mistake. Let's go then. Message has been sent then. Let's go. Cooley, Young Maneuver deciding to start on the mediums as well. Gonna keep an eye on Waldo's tyres, making sure that he is on the right ones. Right then. 5 seconds to go before the start of this race. What's going to happen? Will it be as eventful as the last lap at Abu Dhabi earlier on today? Right, and 5 lights. And they're off then. XRL Dino getting a decent start. Exits a spot, getting a good start as well. They're alongside into turn 1. Exits a spot, goes into first place. All the drivers getting through cleanly. Oh, a little bit of a wobble from Dino in the S's. The Ferrari doing well there. Yellow flag. Yeah, Waldo starting on softs. That's not very good from him, I'm afraid. He should have been on the mediums. Oh, Zola having a look at Ocean Lion and gets Ocean Lion. Zola up into 11th. So, bit of a train now. In the top here. Vertix getting past Dave. Up into 9th place. Torpedo only 4/10 behind Edgar. Right then, Dino only 2/10 behind. But goes wide and loses out to Mr. Neon. So Dino goes wide, loses out there. Will he try and get the position back into turn 1? Yes, he will. He's looking for it. Maybe looking for a bomb, but nah. Bit risky this early on, isn't it? Edgar right behind Dino as well. Only a couple of tenths behind. So, exits the spot. We have a yellow flag. Coolie Boy with a 3-second time penalty. Torpedo gone to the back of the grid. Must have spun out a little bit. Vertix on the back of Asda. Vertix pulling out to have a little look to see what's happening, but not close enough. Ocean Lion getting past Dave. Teammate. Oh, they're not teammates tonight, are they? One's in an Alpine and one's in a Williams. Asda and Dino. Teammates battling here. Asda's currently ahead. But for how long? Asda, Dino, side by side. The two Mercedes drivers side by side, and Asda has to go wide. Cuts him off, but goes wide and stays ahead. Just behind Ocean Lion is 4/10 behind. So Asda is now behind, but they're side by side. Oh, still. But Dino has the position now. These two Mercedes drivers battling for position. Zola goes wide and Ocean Line gets his position. In fact, Zola's going really slow here, lost a few positions. Up front, Mr. Neon's in 4th. But Asda, with a time penalty already, behind his teammate. Let's look at Pelly as well, because Pelly in this little queue of cars at the front of the queue has DRS on Ocean Lion. And he gets past him, does he? Yeah, he does. But behind is Fine Waldo on the inside, gets the position as well, and they're side by side, him and Pelly, for a second there. But Pelly comes out ahead. Zola and Ocean Line battling just behind them. A little further back, the two McLaren teammates are battling for position. Maneuver gets it. Mr. Neon, 3/10 behind. Low. He's going for it. And gets it. Mr. Neon now up into 3rd. Low, only a couple of tenths behind. Want to stick with him until DRS, till he gets DRS. Up front, exits the spots leading. Mr. Anderson in 2nd, 1.4 seconds behind. Mr. Neon in 3rd, 1.7 behind, but has Low on his back in 4th, trying to regain the position. Dave has overtaken Cooley, and we have a yellow flag that's now turned back to green. So, XRL Low has DRS opened up now. Can he get close enough to attack? He cannot. He stays in 4th. Torpedo and Dave battling near the back of the grid. Torpedo making his way back up the field into 13th now. Ocean Lion in 11th, fighting for the last points position with Zola. Right, let's go back to Low then, as he has DRS on Mr. Neon. We have a yellow flag. It's Dave. He's not out of the race. He'll have damage, but he's not out of the race. He might have damage. Didn't see if he touched the wall or not, to be honest. So, XRL Low still behind. Edgar's on his back, on his tail as well now, so oh, little wobble there from Vertix, it looked like. She lost a little bit of time, but not much. Low, DRS again on Neon. Trying to get as close as he possibly can. Maybe even try to overtake here. He's having a look on the outside. They're side by side. Low, I think, has the position. Yeah. Oh, no. Yes, Low has the position now. Edgar looking to capitalise on this. There's a little bit wide. Yellow flag, and it's Dino. Dino spins out. Has to be careful coming back on track, actually. Yeah, and he does it okay. These two, Neon and Low, battling for position for the 3rd place on the podium. Still battling. Must admit though, it's been pretty clean today in X2. No safety cars as of yet, and we're on lap 6. Exits a spot up front, has a 3.5 second gap now to Mr. Anderson. Cooley Boy with another 3 seconds. Mr. Neon has DRS alongside Lowe now. Going into the corner. Still side by side. Lowe still has the position. And for a little switch back, and they're still side by side. Oh my goodness me. Oh, I had to be careful of Edgar for a second. But Lowe still has the position. Great racing from those two. Edgar on the back. Oh, little wobble, but on the back of Mr. Neon and XRL Lowe pits. So Lowe has gone into the pits, pitting off the soft tyres on lap 7 of this Grand Prix. Neon has to defend a little bit from Edgar. Vertix with a 3 seconds. So now that Neon isn't battling with Lowe, it means he can now push on and try and catch Anderson in 2nd place. Oh, Edgar going for the move on Neon. On the inside. Ooh, maybe. But they're still side by side here. Thought there might have been a little contact, but there wasn't. There wasn't. And Edgar gets the position from Neon up into 3rd place. But Neon and Edgar so close to each other, and now they're joined by Vertix in 5th. This is a 3-way battle now. They're still battling, and Edgar goes into the pits to cut off Lowe. Neon stays out. And Vertix does as well. We have a yellow flag. We have a Mercedes driver off. Dino, is it? Yeah, Dino's off again. Not been a good start for him, but still a long time in this race. Dave at the back in 16th. Let's just see if he can overtake him here. They're side by side. Ocean Line with 3 seconds. Can Dave overtake Dino? Yeah. Maybe. Still side by side. Seems here. Oopsie daisy. Oh, and Dave has to give up the position to Dino. So Dino into 15th. Vertix and Neon are side by side. Still side by side. Gotta be careful. Oh, great. Oh, wow. What racing this is between these two drivers. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Vertix going to be going for it now, I think. He wants that position, does Vertix. He's going to be looking on the inside, potentially. He is. He's going to dive it in there. Hits the apex. Good overtake. But Neon coming back. Oh, Neon made a little error there. So Vertix up into 2nd place, because I didn't realise someone had pitted. Didn't realise Anderson had pitted. So Vertix into 2nd place rather than 3rd. Nearly 10 seconds behind the leader though. Mazda with another 3 seconds. Let's have a check-up, actually, while we're here at the penalties. There they are. The position changes there, so Vertix has gained 12 so far as Mr. Neon's trying to come back at him. Pelly's gained 11. Find Waldo's gained 6. And let's have a look at the fastest lap. There it is on the screen. It's exits spot with a 1:35.4, so an extra point for him. Outside of the top 10, it looks like it's going to be XRL Asda with a 1:35.8 so far. So we are currently watching Vertix, who goes into the pits, which releases Neon once again. So Neon's staying out on soft tyres. Means at the minute Zola is in 5th place. So drivers starting to pit. The strategy here is probably going to be a 2-stop. Soft, medium, medium, because the mediums do not feel great round here, which means the hards are going to feel even worse. So drivers wanting to steer clear of those as much as possible. So low in 5th. After his pit stop, back up to 5th. 0.8 seconds behind Mr. Anderson, who was running in 2nd before he stopped. A little bit further back, actually. Let's look at this. Ocean Lion and XRL Zola. Ocean Lion. They were side by side. Torpedo's getting involved in the battle as well. Dino then. So Dino in 16th place and last place for now. Only 3/10 behind Dave. Should be able to overtake him. Had a gander but couldn't do it. After the hairpin he'll have DRS, so should be able to make the move then. Uses ERS and DRS now. Side by side. And gets the move done. Up into 15th. Torpedo. Ocean Lion and Zola. 3-way battle for 11th. Torpedo has the slipstream looking on the inside of Ocean Lion and Torpedo and Ocean Lion. Who's going to win this one? Torpedo wins it. The Torpedo up into 12th. Next on his list is Zola. Back to low, and there's only 6/10 between them, him and Anderson. Can't get close enough to overtake just yet, but has gained about 6/10 on him. So Zola, we all know is good at defending, but can he defend Torpedo on as he goes round the inside, the smallest gap he can find? Zola tries coming back, and Torpedo goes wide, but it's enough. He's done just enough to get the position. Low with a 3-second time penalty, and Mr. Neon's pitted. So where will he come out then? He stayed out longer than his rivals today. They have not been the wisest of choices. His tyres were very old. 7th, maybe even 8th. 7th, just in front of Find Waldo, who's on mediums now. So Edgar, Lowe and Anderson then. Round the S's. On lap 12 of 28. No retirements here so far during round 16 at USA. So all of the drivers are still in it, which is a miracle, really. I mean, in X3 earlier we had a couple of safety cars. I haven't seen what's been happening in X1 so far, but... Anderson just starting to get away from Lowe and Edgar. Edgar only 4 tenths behind. Young manoeuvre into the pits. Prudish in the chat saying X1 was fully wet, Elfin won. What was it like driving this in the wet weather? Can't have been fun. But then again, Elfin is Irish, so he'll be used to the wet weather. Be used to the rain. Waldo with a 3-second time penalty. Lowe caught up to Anderson actually, so Anderson's still in this battle. As it stands, X hits the spot is in first, followed by Pelly, who's yet to pit. Mr. Anderson in third. Lowe, Edgar 4th and 5th, with Vertix in 6th. Currently watching Lowe try and overtake Mr. Anderson, but he can't quite do it. Mr. Anderson doing just enough to keep Lowe behind him. Halfway through the Grand Prix after this lap. Prudish in the chat saying that X1 was sketchy. He didn't get to full throttle until the back straight on lap 1. That's how cautious you need to be, I think, in wets then. You can't really do much unless something goes wrong for other people. But XRL Lowe has got past Mr. Anderson into 3rd place. Mr. Anderson down into 4th now. Pelly will be pitting very, very soon, holding up these 3 drivers. Doing a job for his teammate who wants to get past Anderson and Lowe. So DRS enabled. Manoeuvre with a 3-second time penalty. Oh, Lowe getting very close to the back of Pelly. So Pelly has a little bit of a train here behind him. A train of 3 cars behind him. Potentially 4 very, very soon because Vertix is on them. Because Vertix, 2.5 behind, wants to catch up. And then Neon only 1.3 behind. But Low goes past Pelly on the DRS straight into second place now is Low. Oh, and what's this? Dino again spins out. Unlucky for him. Oh, what's happening here then? Mr. Anderson having a look at Pelly. Mr. Anderson and Pelly side by side. And Mr. Anderson comes out on top. Dino has retired from the session at the end of the S's. Oh, Pelly's cut Edgar. Edgar trying to get past, may have outbraked himself there. Anderson retakes the position. So, the two Ferrari boys. Pelly surely going to pit soon. His tyres must be horrible out there. They only go about that many laps that he's done. No safety car required for Dino's DNF. And Edgar has got past Dino at the back, near the back anyway. Asda, only 7 tenths behind Young Maneuver. Edgar gets past Anderson. Edgar past Anderson. Anderson into fourth place now. Pelly with his 15-lap-old medium tyres. Surely has to pit. And he does. So Pelly into the pits, trying to do a medium soft maybe. Let's see what tyres he goes on to. Oh, onto hards, is it? Or onto soft? Onto soft. So Pelly trying to do a medium soft strategy. That's a very, very bold move. If that works out, then that's an amazing strategy. Obviously losing time on those old mediums, but the softs will go to the end from here, and it helps out his teammate in the process. Anderson round the hairpin. We have a yellow flag for Cooley Boy, who was retired from the session, and a full safety car on lap 17 of 28. We get the first safety car of this race for Cooley Boy, who DNF'd. So now, will drivers pit and change their tyres, or will they stay out and take their current tyres to the end of the race? Let's have a look then. Exits the spot, goes into the pits. Low goes into the pits. Edgar and Anderson goes into the pits. Vertix, Neon, Waldo all pit. So the top 8 have all pitted, and they'll be going on to more than likely soft tyres. Anderson has jumped a couple of drivers in the pit lane. Maybe. Maybe not. Torpedo pits. Pelly has stayed out because he just pitted the lap previous, so everyone except for Pelly is in the pits. Ocean Lion, Maneuver, as they're all going into the pits as well. So exits the spot. Oh, Low went on to fresh mediums. Doesn't feel like he can take the softs to the end, so going on to the mediums, safer option, but maybe a lot slower than the other drivers. Cooley Boy in the chat. Very frustrating from you. Let's see if you would like to come into the party for a little interview. So safety car out, low on mediums. Interesting to see if he'll be able to keep up with the pace of the soft runners. Dave catching up to the pack. This could be the perfect opportunity for him to really get up into the top 10 potentially. Currently, Exits the Spot has been having the perfect race so far. Currently in first place. Safety car should be in at the end of this lap. I think Dave will catch up very, very shortly. So Asda with a red X above his name means that he may have disconnected. And with Dave caught up, that means that the safety car is going to be in at the end of this lap. More than likely anyway. Lap 19 of 28. And there's the call then. The safety car's in this lap and Exits the Spot is currently in first place, so we'll stick with him while he does the restart. Slowing the pack down to about 65 miles an hour. And there we go, he's gone. Just before the final corner, he's gone. So what's going to happen then? On this straight, we are racing once again. Dave gets a 3-second time penalty on the restart. Up we go to the first corner. Ooh, Edgar getting close to low. Edgar getting very, very close to low. But it's as we were so far. Exits the Spot already over a second ahead of low in second. Can Edgar get past low on the next straight? He's very close. Late braking. Lowe trying to come back. Side by side. And he gets the position. Oh, little tap from Lowe. Little tap from Lowe, but Edgar's up into second place now with Lowe in third and having a problem with Anderson behind him. So exit spot gets the fastest lap of the race. Mr. Anderson on the outside. Lowe on the inside. Who's going to win? It's going to be Lowe. Vertix. Nearly getting in there. Nearly going past. Vertix and Neon side by side. And Waldo as well. Lowe and Anderson battling as well. Oh, behind, look. Neon and Vertix still side by side. Neon just gets the position, but Vertix is trying to come back at him. Edgar with the fastest lap of the race in 34.394. DRS is now enabled. Yellow flag, and it's Dave. Here he is, look, in the Alpine. Oh, careful, careful. And there we go. Back on the track. So, Vertix and Waldo battling with Neon as well. Waldo. Oh, they're going to go 3 wide. They're going 3 wide into the turn. Someone's going to lose. Oh, wheels. Wheel-to-wheel racing. Vertix gets past Neon. Waldo, however, does not get past Neon, and he goes into the back of him as well. Doesn't get damaged, though, so it's all okay. Torpedo with Zola and Pelly. Zola and Torpedo side by side into the final corner. Everyone has DRS. Got to be careful of Asda there as well. But this is a fight for 8th place between these drivers. So about 6 laps to go, give or take. Let's have a look at the fastest laps. It's Mr. Anderson with a 1:34.1. Oh, Asda and Zola fighting. Outside the top 10, it is currently Young Maneuver with a 35.1. Penalties are on the screen now. Asda and Zola. Asda, Zola. Zola on the inside. Getting past Asda, but Asda coming back. Still side by side. And Zola gets the position. Oh, and Asda's spun. Asda has spun and he'll lose a couple of positions there, going down to 13th. Oh, and that's fine. Waldo. Waldo spun as well. Oh dear, oh dear. Those softs look like they may be coming to the end of their life. Maybe got a few more laps in them, but who knows. Position changes on now as well. Vertix gaining 10. Pelly gaining 7. Waldo gaining 4. Edgar gaining 4. Biggest losers, Asda losing 6. Dave losing 3. Low, Neon, Ocean Line all losing 1. Alright then. 5 laps to go. Pelly 3/10 behind, 4/10 behind Torpedo. Coming onto the straight. He'll have DRS. Can Pelly go into 7th place? He can. Oh, he gets it done before the corner as well, but Torpedo on the outside trying to get it back, but can't. Mr. Neon on low. Side by side in sector 3. Oh, he goes into his rear tyre. Hopefully that wasn't damaged. Didn't look like it was. Torpedo 3/10 behind Pelly. Waldo only 3/10 behind. And he goes into the pit lane to change his tyres. Mr. Neon gets past Low into 5th place now for Neon. Low may have gone onto the wrong tyres, to be honest with you, but oh well, it's still points. And if there's well, there won't be a safety car now, I don't think, but Torpedo on Pelly. Only 7/10 between them. Can he get close enough to make a move? Pelly going on the inside. Yes, he can get close enough, and they're side by side. Torpedo on the outside, maybe trying to cut back, maybe. No, he can't do it. A little bit further back, Asda's got past Ocean Line. Up ahead then, 1.3 is the gap to the leader for Edgar. That's the job he's got to do in the next 3 laps. The gap's been pretty consistent since he got into 2nd place. Torpedo still 4/10. Nearly went into the back of Pelly. Oh, just in time. Torpedo with DRS open. Can't quite get close enough. Gaps are just starting to form now between these drivers, so only a 1.5 to 3 seconds, but Not close enough for DRS. You've got to be within a second for that. Torpedo and Pelly are side by side. But Pelly just stays ahead. This is the main battle on track at the minute. The other one is here. Young Maneuver, 7 tenths behind Zola. And Fine Waldo has got the fastest lap of the race, down in 13th place. That must have been why he pitted then a couple of laps ago. So Maneuver 6 tenths behind. Going into the DRS zone, will he be able to make a move on Zola? Let's find out as he opens DRS. And there he goes. Young Maneuver up into 9th place, Zola down to 10th. Oh, he nearly lost it, and he nearly lost it and gave the position back. Young Maneuver nearly lost it coming out of the corner. So Zola retook the position. It's all of that hard work to get past. Undone. Near enough straight away. But there's still one more lap left for Maneuver to make that move. And Torpedo as well, who is just staying about half a second behind at the minute. Exits the spot with a 3-second time penalty. The leader. All he's got to do is ease it to the finish now. Mr. Neon with a 3-second time penalty. We're in the final lap of the race then. And X hits the spot. And we have a yellow flag, do we? Sector 3 looks like Asda. Going slowly. May have made a little mistake there. Now Maneuver gets past Zola. No mistakes this time. But Zola will have DRS after the hairpin. Going for the move before the hairpin, it looks like. Side by side, who's going to get DRS then? It's going to be Zola. Zola has DRS on Young Maneuver. And Zola can ease back, can just breeze past him. Zola and Maneuver then battling for 9th place at the end of this race. But we must now turn our attention to this man. X3 reserve. He's an X3 driver. He's reserving an X2. And he is the winner of the United States Grand Prix. It's X hits the spot. Closely followed by Mr. Anderson in the end, who gets 2nd place because of time penalties. And Edgar in 3rd. Mr. Neon in 4th. Pelly in 5th. Vertic 6th. Torpedo 7th, and what's happened to Lowe? What's happened to Lowe? Here he has retired from the session on the final corner of the final lap. Whereabouts was this then? I have no idea what happened there. But Waldo comes home in 11th. Asda. Yeah, what happened to Lowe, Zola? Did you see? Oh, what's Asda doing? Oh, Asda. Loving life on the final straight. And then there was Dave Hewitt. Will he crash into him? Let's find out. Oh, just missed. Yeah, Zola, if you could tell me if you saw what happened to Lowe, that would be really appreciated. Because I didn't see it on here. Driver of the day is XRL Pelly. Did he try doing what Asda did then? Cross the line and then crash? As we see the drivers on the podium, XRL Low crashing just before the line. Maybe he was trying to do what Asda did then and crash after the line for banter. But alas, here are the results then from the from X2. We have Exits a spot in first place. Mr. Anderson in second, Edgar in third, Neon fourth, Pelly in fifth, Vertic 6th, Torpedo 7th, Zola in 8th, Young Maneuver in 9th, Ocean Lion in 10th. Fine Waldo in 11th in the end with the fastest lap of the race, which means Mr. Anderson will get the point for the fastest lap inside the top 10. Waldo will get it for outside the top 10 with a 32.9. Asda in 12th, Dave in 13th, and Low in 14th after that display there on the final on the line. And unfortunately, Cooley Boy and Dino both DNF'd. Unlucky for both of those drivers. So there we have it. Another race is done. Some great battles, amazing battles. I'm thinking of giving the driver of the day this week to... I was going to give it to Lowe, but just for all of those battles that he was a part of, but... yeah, maybe a silly mistake at the end cost him. Not too sure. Anyway, I've been XRL Fiend. Hopefully this time next week I'll be with someone else. Maybe Insane. Maybe IPR. Maybe even Ocean Line. But until then, I've been XRL Fiend. This has been XRL X2 Season 5 Round 16 at USA. Next week we have all of the usual things. We have Dev on a Saturday at 5 PM in Mexico. XRL's Realistic Tier, Saturday 8 PM. And the usual stuff on Sunday. We have X1 and X3 at 5 PM. And I will see you again this time next week for X2 all at Mexico. Have a good one. See you all later.